Hello there, my name is Naptimeshadows. I am picking up from my last video of Slay the Spire. We just beat the first boss, which was the ghost sphere thing, and now we're on the second floor. Drinking water, staying hydrated. I'm going to follow my normal path of lots of question marks. So I think this far right path is going to be ideal. Lots of question marks, and then an elite right after being able to rest if I need it. I think that's great. Oh, double thieves. Okay. I think first off I apply weak, because they're only going to attack 3 times each. So if I can take less damage for 2 rounds, that's great. I'm going to... I could defend, clash, bash one of them. That way I could probably knock that one out the next turn. This one with the higher health, I don't know, I feel like he's more of a risk for some reason. Alright, so that, clash, bash, and he will probably be dead next round. I'm still going to take 8 damage. I think I'm going to wait. I think I'm just going to take it. Because I am full health, I don't really need to waste a block potion on something this early. Okay, flame barrier is great. So I'm thinking thunderclap, flame barrier, and hopefully they kill themselves. I mean, it won't outright kill them, but it'll do progress. I wish I had an energy potion so I could also strike, but it is what it is. Now, realistically, at this point in the game, I've only actually been here a couple times. I've only played the game a couple times. So, I might have some misplays as we get farther and farther into it. Infernal Blade for free. Thunderclap is good. Finesse, 3 block and card draw. Heavy Blade. Because he is still vulnerable, I really want to use Heavy Blade. Alright, well, I'm going to Thunderclap, and I'm going to lose all my money. Great! Another defend. I was hoping for something more offensive. Heavy Blade. What do you do? 21 won't kill him, but it will kill you. And then I guess that's it. I mean, if I use Limit Break, I have no strength, so it's just gonna do nothing. So this guy might just get away. Alright, Pommel Strike is good. Yeah, so I'm just going to Pommel Strike. Spot weakness. He's gonna run, so that will do nothing. Cleave, strike, and I just lose my money. Great. Sweet. I love giving away money. Alright, we got a regen potion. That's nice. True Grit is good. It's really good if you have a lot of statuses or have curses. Twin Strike is nice. I'm going to go with Headbutt, just because I like being able to control my card draw. Great, the bird guys are a lot of fun. So essentially, because they're flying, they take half damage. I can hit them 3 times in a single round to knock them out of the air, but that is not always very easy to do. I'm going to start with Finesse, get some card draw. Alright, so now I can Thunderclap. I can clash him. I don't like that it cuts the damage in half. Even if he is vulnerable, it would normally kill him, but it won't kill him now because he's flying. But I could strike, kill, because it'll knock any one of them out of the air. But I think clash first, then strike. I would like to just outright kill him if I can. Yeah, see, now it's going to do full damage. And he's going to be dead, and I take no damage this round. That worked out pretty well. And of course, they make their own attacks more powerful. Sweet. I'm going to Intimidate, because I don't want to take 23 damage. I really wish I had more aggressive strength building, but I don't, so I could Heavy Blade and strike one of them, or I could strike, but I think Heavy Blade strike is the more efficient use of my energy, just because at which point I'll have an energy left over and I'll have to just be wasted. So I will go after the one that's doing 9 damage, and end my turn. Oh, I forgot about Orichalcum, or I wouldn't have been using certain cards before. Well, that's pretty dumb. I should remember to look at my relics. So he's going to attack 5 times. So Flame Barrier, clearly. Not only is he not going to do any damage to me, but he's going to hurt himself for 6 times the 5. So he's going to do 30 damage to himself. Because it's not like an outright attack card, the flight damage reduction doesn't apply. He's just going to take 30 damage, so he's dead. So now I can focus on taking this guy out. Except that I don't have anything. Except that I just don't have any offensive cards. I'll play Defend Plus, just for fun, and then let it go. Alright, so 15 damage is not that bad. However, I can Armament, Skin Block. Spot Weakness will give me more strength. Infernal Blade is good. Headbutt, I like that. So if I Headbutt, I can take something out of my discard, put it in my deck. Then I can Pommel Strike and draw that card immediately. So these two together give you a fair amount of control. So I'm going to Headbutt. I think I'm going to take back... Flame Barrier is too expensive. I wouldn't be able to play it again. Pommel Strike is going to use my last energy, so it really doesn't matter what I take. I could do Finesse. Pommel Strike, do some damage. Finesse, gain some block. Alright, well, I mean, 6 damage is fine. It's not gonna ruin the run. So 14 damage. I almost wish he was doing more smaller attacks. That way Flame Barrier would kill them quickly. Armaments and Finesse. I don't think Clash is viable just because so much else is going on. I will Armaments. Finesse. I will 11. Block. I could play Flame Barrier. It's a bit overkill, but allow me to get Clash off. So is Clash 22, so 11, better than 2 strikes? 6 and 5, so it's actually identical, except that Flame Barrier will allow me to take no damage and deal 6 damage to him afterwards. So that's definitely the way to go. So Clash, and he should kill himself, and I can walk away with 80 health, which is pretty fair. Gold, energy. Oh, I'm gonna get rid of the elixir. Yeah, energy is better. Ooh, another Armaments Plus. However, I think one of them is all you really need. Burning Pact. I don't have any exhaust synergies. There's no point to encourage it. Iron Wave is good. I like Iron Wave. You know, counts as a block and an attack. It's pretty sweet. Ooh, this could be really good or really bad. I don't know if there's a way to tell between which type of book relic you can get. I know one of them I really don't want, and one of them I really do. We'll read. Someone named Meow. Yep, as I begin to read, I begin to ache. Alright, here we go. I'm going to take the book and lose 10 HP. Yeah, this is the one I didn't want. So the Necronomicon it gives you a curse, but the curse, typically you could remove it at the shop, you could remove it through events, you could do anything you want to it to get rid of it. But this curse, even if you pay gold or use an event to get rid of it, it just comes back. So the first attack played each turn that costs 2 or more is played twice. So it's like a double tap. You get a 2 cost card an extra time. It doesn't usually work very well for me. I've had this book a couple times, I think, and I don't remember ever being really impressed by it. This guy actually is a great pairing for this book. He's going to inflict a status effect on me that makes all of my cards a random cost when I draw them. So, great cards that would normally, be quick attacks might have a very high cost, and because of Necronomicon, they may trigger multiple times. So that actually could be really great. For free, I could draw a card. I think that's worth doing, just because I only have 2 attacks. Yeah, there we go. I'm probably going to Heavy Blade, Thunderclap Heavy Blade, make him vulnerable. Yeah, I think that's ideal. So Thunderclap Heavy Blade. Because he is vulnerable, I'm going to use an energy potion and Pommel Strike, hopefully get another attack. No, I didn't. Alright, well, I did a fair amount of damage. He's down to halfway on the first turn, which is great. I'm going to end wasting an energy, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get him vulnerable again anytime soon. But this worked out really, really well. So one of my strikes are free, and Limit Break, a card I really can't use, is the only thing that's really been increased. So he's going to do 8 damage. I think I'm going to defend, strike, 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 and move on. Yeah, see, all this stuff is really expensive now. So I could Infernal Blade and actually generate 2 free attack cards because of Necronomicon. So I'll do that. Oh, only attacks, not skills. And it's only the first one. Yeah, I think that's why I wasn't very impressed. If it was every attack that costs 2 or more is played twice, that's great. I could just bash and move on. 20 damage is a lot, but I can't play armaments. Alright, that's it. I'm just going to take 22 damage. I have a block potion. Oh yeah, or a Calcum again. Forgetting that it exists. Oh, now I'm vulnerable. That's not awesome. Strike and defend have both been increased. He's still vulnerable, so that gives me some leeway. Block and damage. Headbutt. Cleave. I think I am going to go Headbutt, Iron Wave, Cleave. I think I'm going to play Headbutt last. I don't have any card draw, so I could actually get Iron Wave twice. Not once now, then once later, so I can build up block, but at the same time I have Orichalcum, so I'm going to get 6 regardless. Well, I still think Cleave, Iron Wave, and Headbutt are worth doing. I could get Finesse. Yeah, that would be good. And 22. So I have 6. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna use the block potion now. So I will still take 4 damage, but that's really not that big of a deal. Yeah, I hate this curse. Flame Barrier is nice. I am just going to outright kill him though, and that's the end of it. Woohoo! Alright, Seeing Red is good. I believe it becomes free after it being upgraded. Clothesline is okay. It's just the weak version of Bash, so you inflict weak instead of inflicting vulnerable. Pummel is good, especially if you can get strength built up. It'll apply however many times you attack. So I will take a Pummel. And hopefully I get more strength-based things moving in. Alright. So I have 134. I am going to take a flex. Definitely. And then take an inflame. See right there. Yep, now I got 2 more things that allow me to build strength very quickly. So that's awesome. Can't really afford anything else. So I'm just going to leave. 48 out of 90. I will rest just because I tend to be a bit conservative here. Oh, now it's the elite. Alright, so this guy, he's going to constantly buff and summon more guys. So I need to balance killing the little ones with killing the big one. I have limit break, but I don't have anything to really boost my strength before I would use it. So I could, well, he's only doing 4, so I don't think exhausting this yet is really a smart idea. He's going to boost their strength and give the little guys block. He's going to, I think in 3 turns, have a crazy heavy attack. His strength is going to build as I attack him. I don't think Intimidate is smart for now. I will defend to not take any damage, and I'll attack the big guy twice. Regeneration potion would be nice, but hopefully I won't need it here. Yeah, so now they all have strength, and they all have block. Infernal Blade first. Immolate is great. It'd be really great if I could get Immolate to line up with the Necronomic Curse. I'm going to Inflame, give myself 2 strength. I want to Bash, but I think there's a smarter way to do it. Well, Cleave is only do 3 damage to even little guys. Pommel Strike, I could do heavy damage and get card draw. However, because he's dealing 27 damage and I don't have a block, I'm definitely going to drink the regeneration and try to compensate for damage I'm just going to take. I'm going to lean into the Bash. It might be a misplay, it might be stupid. Oh, that's right. Bash got played twice. I keep, again, forgetting about my relics. So that was pretty good. He's going to be vulnerable for a while. I don't have a curse or a status, so that's a waste. I'm not going to use that. So I'm still going to take a fair amount of damage, but I think the 4 rounds of vulnerable on the leader is pretty great. Yeah, that's pretty rough. Yeah, see, he's charged up and I was going to do 28. Spot weakness on him. I have more strength. Pummel is good. Headbutt is good. I really need to defend, but it's the same as an Orichalcum, so there's no point. I think I should just go all out on the main, the leader. And I might die, but I might not. So I think it's worth gambling. Spot weakness again. Alright. Now I just take a crazy amount of damage. Now normally the main guy, the leader, he'd be summoning more and more little guys. But I think the fact that I haven't killed either of them kind of broke that up. Flame Barrier is great. Spot Weakness is great. However, together I'm getting more strength and then immediately dying. So that's really not a great spot for that. I think I'm going to Armaments, the same as Orichalcum. Oh well, I guess if I'm Flame Barrier-ing anyway, I might as well use Armaments to upgrade the rest in case I survive this. So I will Armaments, Flame Barrier. That's not enough to get rid of all the damage, but I do think I'll survive. Yeah, just barely. Well, this was fun. Don't think I'm really gonna be able to get through it though. finesse, and Iron Wave puts me at 9. I could just try to do a bunch of damage and hope that I kill the big guy. If I kill see the little skulls here, if I kill the big guy, combat ends. These guys run away and I'll be fine. So I'm going to flex, finesse. Great, awesome. So glad I got that. Thunderclap, Iron Wave the boss, and then I'm going to strike, and I actually did it. Wow! Alright. So I actually survived, just barely, and I got a shovel. So now instead of resting and healing, I can try to get gold or something else at campsites. I don't know if that's ever going to be worth it. I'm going to take another flex just because strength is really, really important. I only have 10 health. Great. I am tempted to do this just so I get some type of small heals. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. Why not? So now 37. Yeah, I'm going to not do the shop. I'm just going to do the chest. Hopefully something helps me regenerate. Bag of preparation. So now my first turn I have 2 more cards. Not bad. Does not help with the whole life situation. Especially not with these two. Because this guy's going to constantly add block and she's going to constantly heal. And then they're both going to take turns attacking. So that's rad. Now flex, it does increase the damage done by the bites, but I don't think it increases the healing. I think the healing is a flat 2 per attack. So I'm going to... They're going to deal 20 damage right off the bat. If I don't defend, I'm going to die. Flex is not exhausted, so if I do get a chance to attack once during this turn, I think that's going to be beneficial. So I think finesse, Infernal Blade, Perfected Strike, great. This would normally get a bunch of extra damage because of all the strikes in the deck, but I have literally removed all of the strikes from the deck, so I get no additional damage. Awesome. Although it is still a free attack, so still worth doing. So I will flex, and then I will defend. First, actually, I think I'm going to pommel strike in the hopes that I get a better defend. So I'll attack the healer. I got a clash. So I can defend, bite, Perfected Strike, clash. And I think that's worth it. I think that's just enough that I might live. Alright, so clash, Perfected Strike. So they're going to go 20 damage. I'm going to take 11, which means I'm going to survive with 1 health. That's less than great. It's not amazing. Yep, look at that. And now I'm frail, so when I block, I get less of it. Okay, so neither of them are going to attack me, so I can be aggressive. I can inflame. I can Iron Wave and kill the Mystic, which is great. Now I just have the armored guy. He's going to give himself, I think it's 15 block. That's a fair amount of block. I don't really have anything to do, though. I'm just going to end turn. Yeah. Okay, so I think it's worth limit breaking, intimidating, biting, pummel. Thunderclap is good, but I really want to have more than 1 health. I really don't think an extra 2 health is going to matter. I think putting vulnerable on him is more valuable than the bite, simply because pummel will do such a crazy amount of damage. So I'll double my strength, 11. Yeah, that's going to be 24 damage, which is great. However, it's still not enough to kill him outright. So I think be vulnerable and then pummel and, well, I guess just die. I don't really know. Even if I bite, that's going to be a perfect 3 HP, plus the 6 from Orichalcum, I'm still dead. So it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I mean, that was impressive damage, but I die. So, yep. Oh, the lizard tail. I forgot that I had the lizard tail. So I'm still in it. I'm still alive. That's rad. So now I'm going to flex. And I'm going to heavy blade. And he's going to die. That was great. Ooh, I'm going to take another clash. Don't know if that was the right move or not, but I did it. Oh, great. So these guys are going to do the whole ritual thing to themselves, and they're just going to continuously get stronger and stronger as things go on. So I need to kill them quickly. Luckily, Armaments Plus with a full hand of white cards is great. So now I have a massively upgraded deck. So Flex Plus. I definitely think Heavy Blade, Clash. Yeah, so he's got the most health. Clash 22 plus 34, that's 56. I can kill him. Alright, so that was good. That was a smart move. Alright. And his power is unmatched. I'm so intimidated. Do I want to inflame? Let's see what the Infernal Blade Plus gives. Blood for Blood is amazing. If you can just get that as a regular card, it's great. Every single time you get attacked, regardless of the damage, it becomes one energy less. So if you get a bunch of them, if you get attacked a couple times, they're all just free. So it's really, really great. So I'm going to inflame. I'm not going to limit break because I want to wait until I have a Flex Plus used. That way, that extra 4 damage or 4 strength becomes permanent, and I deal an extra 4 damage all the time. So 12. I don't have any way to block, so I think I'm just going to bash and inflict vulnerable on the weaker one, which happens twice because of Necronomicon. And then Blood for Blood, I think it's going to kill him. That was really good. Still going to take 6 damage? No, I'm not. Just kidding, because Orichalcum. I forgot about that one more time. Alright, 9 damage. I can completely negate that with Flame Barrier, which is definitely worth doing. Economic Curse. Yeah. So I definitely think I'll finesse first just to see what I get to defend. Yeah, I am definitely going to do Flame Barrier Cleave. That way I take no damage. And he takes this 9 plus the 6 damage from the Flame Barrier. So that was good. Now I need to kill him quickly because he's getting more and more strength, and he's going to eventually be able to hit me harder than I can block for. So I'm going to flex. I'm going to Thunderclap, make him vulnerable. I'm going to Headbutt for 22. I'll put a flex back. And then I think he's just going to die because of Bite. And I get to heal 2, plus my 6 from Burning Blood. Awesome. That's going pretty well. Spot Weakness, again, is great. Havoc. Play the top card of your draw pile and exhaust it. That is tempting. However, because I don't know what the next card would be, I don't want to do that. So I'm going to take Metallicize. Because I haven't played a block, Orichalcum should still work. And then at the end of my turn, I will generate 3, so I should end every turn with 9. Which is pretty good. It's pretty comprehensive. I am going to go Campfire ? So we'll do Campfire. Let's see. So if I rest, I get 18. 18 plus 45, well, that's only 63. So that would be a perfect heal. Let's see how far along we are. I'm going to have another Campfire. I only have 1 more combat. so I'm not going to rest. Let's see what smithing could give me. Pummel would be good. We'll attack a 5th time. Inflame, more strength. Let's check the bite. Yeah, the bite does heal more. However, I think upgrading 1 bite is kind of a waste. Limit Break removes the exhaust, so I think I'm going to do that. Hopefully, I can line that up with I Flex Plus easily. If I can line that up, then that'll make whatever fight a lot easier. And of course, we got the guy who messes up the costs again. I'm going to flex. I wish I had armaments to lead with, but I am going to Limit Break. So now I have 2 strength permanently, but I have 4 for now. So I'm going to... I really should do Pummel now. Because the 6 times 4 is 24, that's pretty good damage. Bash is going to be vulnerable, but I don't know when I'm going to be able to attack again. So if I do a Pummel, a Bite, I gain 2 life, and he loses 35. I think I can live with that. Yeah, now I'm confused. Alright. Didn't make any of this stuff free, which would have been nice. Flame Barrier is less expensive, which actually is nice. Metallicize is great. So I believe Metallicize Flame Barrier is the way to go. And then Thunderclap, so she actually... Well, Metallicize nor Flame Barrier actually deal damage. So the vulnerable is not really that big of a deal. Headbutt is too expensive to use. But I think the block every turn is important. And I think if I Thunderclap at 6 plus the 6 from Flame Barrier, I will take no damage, he will take 12 damage. I think that is worth pursuing. Not the most aggressive turn in the world, but sustainable. And that's fine. Heavy Blade causing more is awesome. I could Inflame. Heavy Blade Defend Bite. I think that's the way to do it. I like Inflame, but I don't know. Yeah, I think I want a Heavy Blade Defend Bite. I think that's the way to do it. Because otherwise I'm going to increase my strength a little bit, but then I'm not going to have any significant attack. So... Plus, something to consider is that the bite actually heals me, which could technically count towards my block damage that turn. So that's something. I guess technically had like a block of 11 out of 22. That's fine. It's not great, but it'll be okay. Infernal Blade costing something is great. So I can Infernal Blade, get a free attack, bite, use the free attack after a flex. Yeah, so I will flex, Infernal Blade, got Cleave, which is fine, bite, Cleave, and I've survived. Gold, Block Potion, and add a card. Evolve is interesting. Every time you get a wound or draw a wound that it gives you, then you draw extra. So it is great for card draw, especially against enemies that are going to just hand you wounds nonstop. However, I will often go for the already improved cards, like Headbutt here. So Headbutt Plus, I'll go ahead and take that. We'll do the battle. This guy's gonna stink. These plated armors, the plated armor status effect or buff or whatever you want to call it, that is not awesome. It'd be awesome to have, but I don't have it. So I'm going to start with an Armaments Plus. I think I'm going to start after that with a Finesse. What other defense do I have? So card draw is nice, but that's less block than I would get otherwise. I already have block because from Armaments Plus. So I'm not going to get the Orichalcum block. So Finesse is still worth doing. I could thunderclap, flex, bite, cleave. Yeah, so I think flex, thunderclap, cleave is the way to go. So flex, thunderclap, cleave. I'm still going to take a fair amount of damage, so that's what, 12, 25. I think that warrants a block potion, and that's it. I will end my turn. Two damage isn't bad. Alright, so Clash is going to be really hard to use. I could Intimidate, Defend. I think I can just play my whole hand here. Infernal Blade, Cleave is good. Intimidate, Defend. I will Clash him so he dies. So I will take no damage, and one of the guys were killed. That was a good turn. Alright, so 7 damage. He has a fair amount of block. I don't have any strength. So I believe a heavy blade is going to be good to cut through the armor. Because every single time he takes an attack, his actual, the next time he generates armor will be less and less and less. So actually hitting him several times for lower damage is actually better. So I think Defend, that's only 6, so I might as well not because of Orichalcum. So I guess Iron Wave, Headbutt. Actually, I think Headbutt, Heavy Blade will generate the most damage, and I'll still get the same amount of block as with Iron Wave. So that's definitely the way to go. I'm going to Headbutt. I'm sorry, Heavy Blade. Now I'm going to Headbutt. And actually, Heavy Blade attacked twice because of Necronomicon. Once again, something I forget about. Armaments Plus, I think I'm going to take. And that's it. That's the turn. So I take 1 damage, which is not bad. Alright, so I'm going to Armaments Plus. I'm going to Metallicize. I'm going to Spot Weakness. And I'm just going to take 6 damage. Oh, Metallicize, that's right. So I'm going to take 2 damage just for the sake of growth in future rounds. Because I don't think I can kill him quickly. I think it's going to be a minute. Pummel's great because it is 4 individual attacks of smaller damage. It's going to really reduce his plated armor really quickly. So I think Limit Break to get 8 strength, and then Pummel. And that's it. Alright. Ooh, Anger is really good. If it was Anger Plus, I would take it immediately. Wild Strike is actually not bad, especially if you do take Evolve. 17 damage plus a wound. That's really not that big of a deal. Does hurt Clash, especially since we don't really have any exhaust synergies. If you get lucky with Infernal Blade, you can use like a Sever Soul or something like that to exhaust a wound. But because I don't have it guaranteed, I am going to go with Anger. The fact that you can use Anger and it just kind of copies itself every time you use it is really great. 18, that's going to put me at 63 exactly, and this is the boss. On my personal plays, I don't think I've ever actually gotten past this boss. So I've never been to the 3rd floor before. Hopefully I can get through this. Alright, so I think first thing to do, the question marks, I think he's going to summon a bunch of guys. I think he's going to summon 2 or 3. So this is a good round to build with. So Inflame, Anger, I have full health, so a Bite's kind of wasted. So a Headbutt would be good. So I think Inflame, Anger. I almost want to Headbutt and then pull Anger back. just because if I can get a bunch of angers spawning, or drawing, or generating, or whatever you want to call it, if I can get a ton of anger, then I could deal a lot of damage really quickly. Especially in combination with heavier cost cards like Heavy Blade and Bash. I could play a really expensive thing and then a bunch of free attacks afterwards. So I think a Headbutt Bite is smarter, even if Heavy Blade... Yes, I do have some strength. So let's see, 20 versus 14 and 9. Yeah, Headbutt's definitely the better way to go. So do that, take back an anger, and then I will bite. And because he's not attacking, the 6 block really doesn't matter. Yeah, 3 minions. However, the fact that, once again, if I kill the big guy, combat's over. I really just need to deflect their attacks. I know that he will continuously spawn more if I kill them, so it's really almost not worth doing. So I think if I can spot weakness, intimidate, metallicize, anger, bite, I can play my whole hand. So yeah, the hand kind of plays itself there. So, intimidate, spot weakness, metallicize, bite, anger, and I'm just gonna take 6 damage. Oh no, that's right, metallicize plus the orichalcum. Yes, that's not bad. 3 damage is feasible. Alright, so now he's going to keep building strength up over and over again. So I have a defend, I have finesse. If only I had more clashes, this would work better. So let's finesse, let's just see what happens. Thunderclap is good. So if I defend, Iron Wave, Clash, I'm going to do Thunderclap first to vulnerable. So I do think defend. I do think Thunderclap to vulnerable. Iron Wave, they're going to do 18, so this actually put me exactly where I need to be to not take any damage. So I am going to Iron Wave, and then I'm going to Clash. And that should be it. I should take no damage, and... Oh, the big guy's attacking. I completely overlooked that. That stinks! I mean, it's only 12 damage, which, you know, it's only like a quarter of my total health. It's fine. I'll survive, unless I don't. So, this hand also plays itself. Flex, flex. I think I should attack one of the smaller guys just so I take less damage. So I could Clash, Pummel, Cleave. Wow, that was a really good turn. We've been getting lucky like that a lot. Oh, I'm his. It's Valentine's Day. I'm so flattered. Although, his gift was not a very thoughtful one. Alright, armaments. Let's see if that's worth it. That's defend, defend, bite. Well, I mean, it is the same block as a defend, so I guess it counts as one of those. Infernal Blade. Perfected Strike is not very good. I think I will defend, bite, Perfected Strike, and hopefully he doesn't spawn a whole 3 more guys. Okay, yeah, good. He only spawns 1, so that makes it a lot more manageable. I really wish I would have gotten a flex right now. So I think Limit Break Bash is the best way to go on the big guy. I won't take any damage while he's attacking, so I will take damage. Never mind, Limit Break Flame Barrier. Still not going to be a great reduction, but it will be a reduction, which is nice. But I think doubling strength is really important, because I need to really ramp up my damage dealing. So yeah, Limit Break, Flame Barrier, and then Metallicize will kick in, knock up to 15. I will take a lot of damage, but I will live. And if I do get through this fight, I'll be back at full health, which is great. Alright. 9 damage. So if I do nothing defensively, I will not take any damage. So I can go all out. So let's say Pommel Strike, Heavy Blade, Anger. Draw a card. Yeah, so I definitely think Heavy Blade first. Because the Necronomicon allowed it to play twice, I believe. Pommel Strike is 14, plus I draw a card. Okay, I was hoping for another Anger. So I play Anger. Get more of them. So that was really good. So that should give me 9. Take no damage. I think I did like 50 something damage to him for the boss. We have another minion to deal with, but I think yeah, I think Flame Barrier dealing damage to the minions is really helping. So right now, Flame Barrier will give me 20 block. So if I just do that, I can do Armaments. Armaments, Flame Barrier, Anchor. I think that's going to be enough to block all incoming damage, maybe? What's 33? So 17 plus 6, well that's nowhere close. I'll still take 10 damage. But I will live. I will survive. Oh, Flame Barrier. Alright, yeah, Anger. That was always 21. I thought that was 22 for a second. Alright. So I'm still going to take some damage, but hopefully it won't be too bad. Yeah, I'm still breathing. Limit Break is good. Spot Weakness. Limit Break. That puts me at 26. So I can bite now for 33. But I'm going to take 3 damage. But I'll live. I'll be fine. Because now he is 1 hit away from death. Woo! I don't think I've ever gotten this far into this fight. Alright. So I think this is it. I think this is when we beat him. Unless I get a really bad hand. Yeah, this is great. Flex. Clash. And he's dead. Bam. The city is done. Finally get to the 3rd floor. Ooh, this is good. Berserk is great, especially playing like the way I have, where I'm constantly below half health. However, I am going to take double tap. Being able to get an attack to double is really, really great, especially with Necronomicon. If they proc together, then I think that initial attacks can go 3 or 4 times. I don't know which. Ooh, relics. Question card on card reward screen, choose from 4 instead of 3. That's pretty good. Snecko Eye, I don't want. That's where you get the random energy cost every round forever. That's not worth it. Tiny House, obtain a potion, 30 gold, and raise my max HP and get a card. I think I'm going to go that route. So I get gold, I get strength potion, and I get to add a card. Definitely. Now that I have strength generation, I'm going to go Heavy Blade for sure. And that's it. Alright, so now we're going to the Beyond. And that's going to be it for this video. Alright, if you liked it, let me know in the comments. Or with a like. Or with a dislike if you really hated it. And that's it. I'll see you guys next time.